Hello angels and welcome back. Today I'm gonna play a bit of Slay the Princess. We'll see how we get, what kind of endings we get. I saw it's a pretty good story, a lot of conversation though. And the choices you make actually impact, like what you get. Also today is a no makeup stream. I just couldn't be bothered, so I'm sorry if this bothers you. Hi, Princess. Okay, before we start, I want to remind you to like, comment, and subscribe to get your little angel wings. If you want to, of course. There's never any pressure. Let's get into it. Let's start a new game. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Ooh, princess.
You're here to slay her.
Oh.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
End of the world? What you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? To get some sort of reward for doing this? Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution! Silently continue to the cabin. Turn around and leave? Have you considered maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Why not?
I mean, maybe some people do. Nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those.
How
right?
do you know? Anything new? Can someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though,
Does
doesn't
it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress?
Maybe we don't kill
If
anyone?
anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Wow. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's
While
locked
I
up?
appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
What did she do to get locked up?
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Sure, enlighten me.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Okay, let's let her out. Let the world end.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Nuh-uh, I'm gonna let her out. Let's go to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
And I'm gonna let her out.
Before you go any further, she will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Just how I like him. Let's
We're
go.
not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Yeah, we're saving the princess.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I'm gonna save the princess. She's coming home with me, baby.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Pretty. Don't want
The
it.
blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Nope. Nope. I do not need the blade. We're saving the princess.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Hi, princess.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming
That's fine.
here
She can manipulate me. Let's go. Just checking in on you.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Not me.
You walk
Hello,
down the stairs and
princess.
lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful.
She's gorgeous.
How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused.
I am
There's
focused
a lot riding on you here.
saving her.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Sure. I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Don't care.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're making a huge mistake.
Shh, 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 shh. Don't care.
No, you're doing the right thing.
Exactly.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Sorry, I don't.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
You have any other ideas? I'm gonna check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there, and if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
You
You hear
locked
the
me
click of a
down
lock
here.
sliding into place.
Rude.
Is someone else here?
Let me out of here.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the
Rude.
princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Or what? I die?
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Fine. Go back.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier
Really?
for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I'm in this mess because you put me in it. You put me down here in this mess.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yes.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her
Jesus.
mouth, her teeth
Princess.
tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Alright. You could have done this whole time?
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Can I just cut her arm off?
Or we could
Make
use
it
it to free
easier?
her. You won't like what happens if you do that. Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged,
Oh.
self-inflicted wound on the princess's
Ew.
arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp,
Oh,
and it
that
takes
is
little
horrible.
effort to
That
crack
is
through the bone of
gruesome.
her arm.
Oh, ew.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
There had to have been a better way. Why is the arm just plopped there?
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
I mean, if you've been locked down there for a long time, probably doesn't matter.
No, she didn't. She smiles softly
Okay,
as her
she's
gaze
happy.
meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to
At
the
least she's
ground.
happy.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of here, princess. Let's go. Ooh,
We
we
won't
got a
have any
blade
of
in our
that.
hand.
The stakes are too high.
Step.
You can't
Step,
just let
step.
her
Step
escape
the
into the
narrator.
world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Shut up.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your
You
body
can
steps
control me?
forward and raises the blade.
No.
Wait,
no,
this isn't
no,
Watch Me.
No.
What are you doing?
Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this,
I don't
right?
want to do this.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to
No.
sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
No.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm
But
trying
I
to
wanna
get you out of
save
here
her.
alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move.
I am not moving the blade. I am not killing her.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
No, it's the narrator. He's trying to kill you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly
Good.
rigid
Now
hands.
throw it away.
What
That way
are
I
you
won't have the
doing?
chance to kill you.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
What do you mean?
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew.
That was not the
It
best
is
idea you could have come up
agony.
with.
But you aren't dead yet.
Backstabbing little princess. How dare you? I'm trying to save you. You could have just chucked that thing away.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Oh, I should have killed you.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done.
Toughen
For
out
her
until
sake.
it's done. She actually is killing us.
For her sake. Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of
No, I
heroic
didn't want to die,
gesture.
and I didn't want
The two
her
of
to
you
die.
literally
Why
doomed
am I dying?
everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again.
Why am I
and
dying
again and
slowly?
again.
That's
You
worse.
feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way
Princess,
into your body.
couldn't you just did a little cut chick and kill me in one go?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You're not sorry.
She doesn't know how to use
You
a
are
knife,
cute
does
though.
she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound. It won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
We died, huh? That's not how I thought this was gonna go.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich
he's
coming from
crying.
you.
Doesn't
As
help
much as I
the fact
prefer
that you
for things to have
stabbed
gone
me to death,
differently, I
princess.
can't deny the reality of what's
I thought
happened.
we had an agreement.
The two of you
We
made your
both knew
choice.
the-
It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die.
Great, I die. Oh, chapter 2? I thought it was just looping. There's another
You're
chapter.
on a path in the woods. And
It's
at the
the
end of
same.
that path, you're here to slay
Yeah,
her.
this is the same. Oh wait, this isn't the same. Getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Oh, nope. Having a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this happened already? Okay. No. But I died. What am I doing here? Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. Okay.
Oh,
No.
don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess
You
shouldn't stop
controlled my
you from saving
mind
us all.
and tried to get me to kill her.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
No.
Yes, he didn't approve of us last
Who are
time, did
you?
he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
She's not our beloved. She's just a princess. Who are you?
Our beloved?
Exactly. Beloved? What?
Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love.
You are
and the
not.
4 of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
Not in love. Just...
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. Sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
Yeah.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
That I agree. He's got a point. I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are 2 very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Okay.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time
It
you've met me,
is?
or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died,
We
which
did.
probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
You try to control me.
You were the one
I
who
don't
did
like
us
this.
in, villain.
Exactly. I'm starting to like him. He has sense. He
Well,
has
not
sense.
you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price. I beg to differ. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything?
Yeah.
If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
They didn't. We're back at the start. Nothing happened. The world didn't end.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the
Yeah.
princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Exactly. No consequences. We're right back where we started.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
How about you can control me, so maybe you just zoop the time back so that we could be manipulated by your little narrations and believe that we have to kill her because in the previous little reality the princess killed us, so now we have to harbor some kind of resentment? Huh, narrator?
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
Nothing.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after?
What
Or
people?
do
I
you think
haven't
that the
seen
princess,
anyone
left
besides you
unhindered,
and the
brought about the
princess.
end to everyone
haven't
and
even seen
everything,
you.
just like I told you she would? She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme.
Okay, now don't give her that name. The only perfect angel here is me. And you guys.
Convoluted? I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
What if narrator bad, save her, save everyone? Maybe you're the bad guy, huh? And I'm gonna find a way to save her from that cabin.
That's right, you can't stop all of us.
Definitely
We're
can't.
going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does.
Obvi.
Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself
Yes, let's go.
with? You're
We're
not out of the
taking a
cabin
knife
yet.
this time,
You still
so that
have
we can
plenty
just
of time to reflect
shoot
on the
the chins.
situation.
Right?
I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call.
I'm making the right call. I'm saving her again. Let's go to the cabin.
A warning. Before you
Yes,
will
yes,
lie.
warning,
We
warning.
already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
Sure.
I think we've already been over this. I'm Pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do. But I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Go on, little smitten guy. Express your passions.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
No, let him speak.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Saving the princess. Let's go. We have a little talon for the mouse cursor.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant.
That
its
is
stone
different.
walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries.
Ooh,
A prison
pretty.
befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
What about the mirror?
The blade is your
What
implement.
about the mirror?
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
There's a mirror. Didn't say anything about the mirror on the
That's
wall.
because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table,
There's
and
a
the door to the
mirror.
basement. There's nothing else in here.
No.
There's definitely a mirror.
Definitely a mirror.
There isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up, in which case she'd be lying to you because,
Are you
again,
blind?
there
There's
isn't
a
a mirror.
mirror. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
That's a great idea. We have to make sure we're looking our best before we
You're
save
right.
her.
We gotta be looking spiffy and clean and pretty. Let's go.
We
Let's
shouldn't
look.
waste time preening. If he is lying
Preening?
about the mirror,
So we are a
it might
bird.
be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something
I'm
so
looking.
meaningless? What good would it even do?
Mirror. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There
It's
isn't
a
much to
mirror.
see here. This really isn't funny.
Mm-mm. Wipe it clean? Whoa.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you
Are
look
we a
right
bird? I think we're a bird. Because those are like bird feetsies. And he did say preening, which birds do. Why are we trying to save a human if we're like a humanoid bird? Why is it our job?
But it was there a second ago.
Yes.
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know.
Bird.
We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Now this just seems weird. Why would a bird sweep a princess off her feet? This cabin's different from the last time.
Very different. Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around.
Alright.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here.
I
I
have
hope
been
this
here.
means you'll finally drop
Previously.
that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
I have.
So focus up. Stop letting yourself get distracted.
I'm gonna take the blade so that we can save her. Like, cut off the chains right away.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save
Not
the
slay.
world without a weapon.
Save, princess.
I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies.
Hell yeah, buddy.
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge, and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us. Again, there's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade.
Stab,
You'll
stab.
need it to do your job.
Stab. Let's go.
The door to the basement
Ooh,
creaks open,
pretty.
revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
It definitely had an improvement.
But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
That's definitely a different voice.
Her voice, it's somehow even more beautiful than last time.
Oh, come on.
I can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far.
Yeah.
We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
Hi, princess.
My love, we're here to rescue you.
No.
You know she can't hear.
None of that.
Right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
And your spirit is creepy. Stop it.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero.
You remember me.
I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
You remember me. So you remember killing me.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
Scrap that. She remembers us.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Yes, and we tried to save her before.
That's right, villain. And you killed us.
That's right, villain.
Well, she killed us.
Yeah, but she didn't have a choice. Like, come on, it's like kill or be killed.
Only because he made us try and kill her.
Exactly.
It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
Hands. Right, she has her hand back.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
Yes.
We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Do I have to cut you out again? I really didn't care for that last time. What happened after I died? Have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me back there? Sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair. And it hurt a lot. Why'd you do that?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
No!
Did we?
Nuh-uh.
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our
Why
body.
did you kill us
That's
last time? You
practically
could have
telling
just
her to
chucked
kill
the blade
us.
away.
She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
No.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
I want to save here, just because I want to see what would happen if we slayed the princess, you know, when we come back to it. I'm sorry about what happened last time.
Another version of me was pushed to such drastic action. It was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
That's cute.
She took that in stride, to a surprising extent. An almost
She's just hyping
unsettling
us up.
extent,
It's
actually.
okay, it's okay.
That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
Ooh, that's a good point. She could have a narrator of her own.
She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off
I
again.
kinda don't want to.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
What, did she lose weight while we came back, so her hands are smaller?
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
No, that's pretty reasonable if you're locked down here for a long time.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
Nope. Slip her chains? Slip her chains? Oh yeah, what happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Okay. Did the world end? Did you end the
I
world?
don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
No, do not end the world. Please. Thank you.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
I have no feelings one way or the other about the world ending.
At least you're being
really.
honest. I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a nihilist. The princess shifts in uncomfortable confusion.
Me too. I don't care.
Good. We're perfect.
She wasn't confused for long. If she doesn't care, then clearly she didn't end the world. It would take a great desire for evil to do something so inconceivable, and our dearest has not an ounce of cruelty within her. All is well, and it's high time we rescued our beloved.
That's right. Slip the chains. Save her.
No, I can't let you do that.
Shut
If you take another
up.
step towards the princess, Yes. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
No.
You wouldn't.
Do not dare.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
See?
You approach
We
the
can slip the
princess and
chains.
gingerly
And
slide
roll
her
bird.
hand from her bindings.
And she's prettier than last
That
time.
shouldn't have worked. I can't believe it. But I guess I
Stab
have
in the
to.
eye. Stab in the other eye. In the heart. I'm sorry.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you.
This time
Thank
I've
you so
never tried to
much.
kill you. Oh yeah. Maybe we did try to kill you, but it's because of the narrator.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
Cute.
Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and
Shut
everyone
up,
out
I'm not
there
killing
is
her.
Is that a threat? You know what we'll do if you try it. You're going to regret this.
What do we do now?
We leave. What do you want to do? We leave, and then we have our whole lives to figure out what we want to do next.
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I
Aw.
wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world?
Exactly.
You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
Yes.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I don't know. What do you want to do? Must have been something you want. Do you want the world to end? Do you want to end the world? I just want to leave. We can figure out the rest later. If you want to leave, then let's leave. Something isn't right here. I'm sorry. No. I want to leave. We can figure out the rest later.
That sounds perfect.
Amazing. Let's go.
As the princess
Oh,
takes your
sparkles,
hand in
cute.
hers, you let your blade tumble uselessly to the floor.
But it's
And with
cute.
it tumbles the last hope. We have each other. We don't
Look
need
at her,
the
she's
world
happy,
for
we're
our happy
happy.
ending.
Let the world end.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
It's cute.
You and the princess
Oh,
walk
look
up
at
the
it.
stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about
Of course
this.
she does. She's getting out. She has to be happy.
What happens after we walk up the stairs?
We leave.
Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face
Again?
and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair.
That's
We're
not
supposed
fair.
to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you will ever know. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Same. I think we can open it if we try to together. Yeah, let's try together.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech.
No, it's cute.
And the lock clicks.
We did
The door
it. The power
creaks
of
open.
love.
Are you kidding me? I told you our love was insurmountable.
Cute.
You and the princess
love a
make
good
your
love
way
story.
upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away. If you don't mind, I'm going to fix myself a drink before you ruin everything.
Okay.
If I'm about
Have
to
fun
see the end of the
drinking.
world, I'd rather not see it sober.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin. And then you step
Oh,
out.
she's so happy.
A happy ending at last.
That's cute.
We did it. What should we do now?
I don't know. Go for a walk?
Where did
Why
everything
is
go?
everything dark?
Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
What?
I'm cold.
Oh.
Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
No.
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat
What's
worthy of a
going on?
princess.
Wait. What happened? Where is she? Why is she there?
She's gone. Where did she
The
go?
mirror's back.
Should we... Is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
The narrator's gone.
Yes. Does that mean the world ended? A villain vanquished?
Shut up. What happened? I don't know how to
Right.
even go about looking for
She's
her.
gone. It's just us and that awful thing. I can't believe she was taken away from us.
I guess we're supposed to look into the mirror.
Something dreadful about it. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt. I'm begging you, don't do this.
There's no other option. Approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Oh, we are creepy. That's me? Ew. You're alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Oh, hi, princess. You're at the cabin. Debatable.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings
Hello?
me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you? The gift of a fragile vessel, is this the end of the world? Let her out of there! Do you know the narrator? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Do you know the worlds beyond this place? Are you the princess? Do we know each other? What happens now? Attack! Destroy your body. Okay. This.
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
A bird. You're not a person, you're a bird. What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
Okay. I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Fair point. Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Okay. You know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Okay.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
So are those hands all the princess? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Okay, so you're like consciousness of the princess.
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
We know each other.
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are. Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Okay. Let's save. Attack. Your will cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Okay, I guess.
Nothing as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
How many more pieces of you do I need to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Okay. And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
I'm scared that I'll find a way to kill you.
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
If I help you, are you gonna destroy the world?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
So that's a yes. What are you gonna do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Okay, make me forget. Let's start over.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
That's kind of sad. Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1. Do we do the complete opposite now and
You're
we
on
just
a path
kill her right
in
away?
the woods. You're here to...
You can skip previous scene dialogue by hitting tab. Okay. Okay, thanks for telling me
Don't
what to
mention
do.
it. It's all part of the job.
Let's go to the cabin. And we will take the blade.
You take the
Yes.
blade from the table.
Let's go. This time, just killing. No mercy.
The door to
Just
the basement
stab them.
creaks open.
We've seen this. Just continue
Good.
down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down
Ooh,
the stairs
She looks
and
mean.
lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her
Definitely
wrist,
looks meaner.
binding her to
And
the
the
far
dress is
wall
not as
of the
poofy.
basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Also, basement different. Also, this has bars around it.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are.
Ooh, different
Are you
voice.
here to kill me or something?
Mm-hmm. Stab, stab. Yes.
You
Step
step
forward.
forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
This blade. And the narrator.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
You're chained up. I'm
so,
fine.
you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
No,
She's
I'm killing you.
unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
I'm gonna kill her. There we go.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel
There
flesh
we
easily
go.
give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh,
Yeah,
this is it, isn't it?
it is. Bye-bye.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder,
Wonder what?
do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
What do
It's
you mean?
like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
No, she's
Yes,
dead.
exactly. It's over.
Just leave.
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement
Bye,
behind you.
princess.
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
Well, you murdered someone, so...
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Let's go.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find
What?
is nothing at all. Where a
What
lush
happened?
forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place
Wait.
far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't
You
worry.
trapped us here?
You'll be safe here. This is good.
N-
Everyone
no.
is happy.
No,
You'll be happy.
you lied. You're a dirty little liar. You said everyone's gonna be happy. I'm not happy if I'm stuck in a cabin all alone. What? What? I was kind of hoping I'd get a better ending for saving the world.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No,
I don't even get
this
to end
is the beginning
things.
of eternity. Your
My
reward.
reward is nothing. Is sitting in vast empty nothing. My reward is basically being alone for the rest of eternity. No.
This is what's best for everyone.
No.
Trust. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades.
No.
It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
I...
Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
What? I guess we
Really?
have to.
Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess. More happy time passes,
Happy time.
though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
That's sad. Well, good ending. You did it.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Whoa. We were just transported back. Okay, maybe I'm not happy. I'm not just saying that because you're the last person
Good.
I talked to.
Because I have an idea to get us out of here.
Are we gonna kill ourselves?
Though you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
Well, I don't want to be here for all eternity.
Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
I dare. Anything to get out of this hell.
Thank you.
Let's go.
I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a
You
good enough
made
reward
it.
for saving the world? An eternity of bliss?
No.
You ingrate.
This is not a good reward. A reward is monetary value, not eternity looking at a wall. At least give me some games or
Fine.
shit.
Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the
Sorry?
day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Night night.
The end. Nice knowing you.
Chapter 2. Oh, we continued. The Spectre.
You're on a path.
Okay. But I killed myself. What am I
I can
doing
assure
here?
you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't
another
very
one.
hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again. Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Let's just go to the cabin.
A warning before
Yes,
you go
yes.
any further. She will lie. She won't be a problem.
Ooh. We got a confident one.
The interior of the cabin is
Ooh.
cold, a soft odor
Very
of dirt
different.
permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an
Very
elegant
different from the
antique table
past
with a
few
pristine
times
blade
we've been
perched on the edge.
Very tattered.
The blade is your implement.
Yeah.
It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time.
Do you think she's skin and bones? Like just bones?
Like I've been saying,
Because in
She's
the previous, she was just
we killed her
bones.
already.
Yeah. I do know the mirror. We've already been there, so just take the blade and go down.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Let's go. Basement time. Mirror disappeared.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old
Very
banister and a
different.
creaky wooden stairwell.
Wooden.
Everything
not
is
stone.
coated in a thick layer of dust, and
Interesting.
you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead.
Everything feels
If the
dead.
princess lives here,
It's very
slaying
spooky.
her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent.
No talking?
Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's
Definitely
definitely
dead.
dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a
hello,
head
princess.
appears from underneath the floor.
Hello.
Two
Oh,
deep-set
hello,
eyes
princess.
stare up at you, followed by a mischievous
you.
skeletal grin. And finally,
Hi, princess.
the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
Why is she still chained?
Ghost! Oh. Wow.
How are we gonna
How
kill ghosts?
absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller.
Hi, killer.
I was hoping
Hi,
to see
princess.
you
We're the
again.
killer. Sorry.
I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Yeah, I was kind of brutal.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit,
Hi.
gently running her fingers
I
across
like
your
your little
shoulders and down
makeup.
your neck
Really
as she
spooky.
circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
I don't know what to do about this reflection. You'll have to deal with it.
So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again,
You're gonna kill a ghost?
if we wanted.
Let's save.
Without a moment's hesitation, you lash out with your blade. It's like you're slashing at air. No matter how many times you stab at her, no matter how many angles you strike from, all you manage to do is interrupt her form, the skin of your hand prickling with cold as it passes through, unable to find anything solid.
You're
Interesting.
adorable when you're confused.
Oh, you think I'm adorable?
But I didn't say you could touch me.
Oh,
Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job?
well,
or
the world
what?
kind of reset, princess. I wouldn't have slain you. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different? Stop playing the victim. You threatened me last time. Of course I attacked you. You're supposed to end the world. That's why I killed you last time. You're dead, or at least mostly dead. What can you even do to hurt me? What do you want from me? Okay, team. I'm out of ideas. Thoughts? That's kind of funny. Let's do this.
And if I knew you were going to murder me without even knowing who I was, I wouldn't have given you the chance.
Yeah, okay.
all make mistakes.
Creepy. Why are you different?
You don't look dead, Killer.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead
Wait, she
either.
can touch us.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are. I've tried to leave on my own. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Interesting.
I just want to go home. I'm so cold and
sorry.
alone here. But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride.
Don't possess me.
After all, you
Don't possess me. No. Bad
Absolutely
princess.
not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she
I don't
managed
want to
to
know what
escape
would
this
happen
place.
if we
And
left
if you
with
let
a
her in,
possessed princess.
there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to
That
the
would be
one who wants her
interesting,
dead so... You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
Save again, because this is interesting. If I let you in, do I still get to be in control?
Sure. Why not?
Cool.
That doesn't sound very reassuring. It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body. That is a very dangerous train of thought.
This would be just temporary. You'll leave once we're out of the cabin.
If I'm able to. But for all we know, that's not how it works. Maybe I'll wind up stuck with you for a long, 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 long time.
Do you hear the way she said that? She knows more than she's letting on. Don't let her fool you into doing something you'll regret.
Sure, I want to see what happens.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
Thanks for the body, killer.
Oh.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body.
Is she inside
It starts
me?
in your chest, a freezing
weird.
numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
Oh, that sounds bad.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently,
Oh,
each
okay,
involuntary
yeah, that
movement
was
causing
bad.
more waves of agony to
bad.
ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Did she just kill us from
Get
inside
up.
out?
You've still got a job to do.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your
Oh,
bearings, your
different
vision
perspective.
swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Oh, you hear him.
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor? Are they also supposed to be you?
Hey, I'm not a shard of...
Whoop. Sorry.
Yeah? Go on. Finish the thought. What are you?
Yeah, what are you guys?
A voice? Me is what I am. Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
Do you have to deal with this annoying bickering all the time?
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voice. I'm clearly the same thing you are.
Hopefully they'll all go away once we leave this place. I don't know how you can tolerate all of this noise.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obviously, she's nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, she's inside us.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
So now we just have an extra voice nagging us. Right.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round
Oh, come
foolish
on. I
decision.
just wanted to know what would
Oh,
happen.
shut up. Stop trying to manipulate everyone.
That's right,
Or
princess.
don't, actually. It doesn't really matter. Because you won't be around to do this for much longer.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
Oh. Slay the princess? Okay. Another save for that.
Then don't think. Just move.
One way or another, this is all going to end. Wouldn't it be nice if he ends with it?
I guess we'll just have to see what happens when we leave. But if I'm stuck in here, I'll be making some renovations. It's too crowded.
Let's leave.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world? It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world. Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world. I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one
Just
open
get
a door
out the
to
door.
another?
I want to see what
Or
happens.
is it the same? Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door. For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
True.
It's because he can't stop me. Why do you think he sent you here?
I hate to admit it, but she's not wrong.
So if she's in our body, you can't do shit.
It's just the weight of
Not
it all.
bad.
It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate. And this body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Let's go.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
Finally. Finally.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle. But you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use
Yeah, let's see what
stalling.
happens.
Let's see what happens next.
Let's go.
Shit. But exhaustion
Ooh,
wasn't
use
enough,
floor.
was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. Collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin.
Did she leave our body?
As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see... yes?
Nothing. We see nothing.
Nothing.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose. But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did
Would
taking
you
you out
really
of the
take
cabin
us
really
back
end the
to
world?
the void?
We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
All right. Let's see if I'm stuck with you forever.
Ooh, she's separated. Hi, princess.
Guess not. All's well that ends well, right? You lived up to your end of the bargain, so I'll live up to mine. Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Don't mention it.
I think this is
Are
where
you
I'm
gonna
meant
get
to be.
taken? Oop, there she goes. There she goes. Bye. Okay.
She's gone. Is that a...
Let's just go through this. We've been here. Let's go. Hi, princess. Different. Ooh.
Flickering lights, an empty cityscape. Whenever
yes.
you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Ooh, that's a lot. Any thoughts on this one?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream for a life she could never have. but that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for an understanding heart.
Cool.
Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
Okay. I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give we will meet again.
Bye-bye. Cool. I want to go back, actually. To here, when we were already possessed. No. I overrode it. I'm so stupid. Never mind. Yes, we can go back here. And let's do this until we get here. And now slay the
Isn't
princess.
that I hadn't even considered it as an option.
Yes.
Of course we're sure. The decision has already been made. All right then. Better this than ferrying her out of here.
What do you think you're doing?
We're killing ourselves.
Hear
And
that?
you.
She's scared. You lift the blade, then plunge it deep into your guts. Pain spreads quickly through your torso as you attempt to turn its edge up towards your heart.
No!
Yes.
Princess, her spirit bound to your prison of flesh as she had once been bound to the basement's prison of stone, cries out in agony as you slice through organ and muscle. Your skin roils
Ooh.
and bucks as she
can see
violently pushes
that.
against it from the inside. Bits of her seep through, white and glowing with ethereal light, but still the walls of your prison hold.
Is this really what you wanted? Do you hate me so much you would kill yourself just to deny me freedom?
Yep.
Yes, he would, because he knows what's at stake, and he knows what will happen if you leave this place. I'm not so sure about all of that. Don't be modest. You're a hero.
Do you think I'm just going to stick around while you die? Hell no, I'm leaving.
You can try
You
if you
can't
want,
leave.
but I think this is an end for all of us.
Out, let me out, let me out, let me out!
No, you're dying with me.
The princess's form continues struggling to pull itself out of you, but the effort is in vain. You collapse to your knees. Your vision blurs, then starts to fade. And then what
Cookie.
happens? I think he's gone. Are we? I don't know. I don't think so. This is different than it was last time.
Whoa, ew.
Do you think we're done? Do you?
No, she got taken. That's no different, but we die.
She's gone, is that?
So
This
that was the difference. Okay. What if we just don't let her in? The answer is no.
I see. So that's how it's going to be. That makes me sad. I guess we'll have to fight then.
What?
The princess passes through you, a chill rippling along your skin, a disappointed sigh echoing in your ears. You turn and face her as she hovers between you and the stairs. Spectral tears streak down her cheeks as she places a translucent hand on your chest. It feels cold, but otherwise like nothing at all. Are we doing the right thing? Why do I feel so sad? Don't let her get to you. It doesn't matter. Somehow, soon, this too will be over, and we'll move on to something new. I feel like you all keep forgetting that. Her dark-rimmed eyes fall to the floor as she speaks.
I never wanted to have to hurt anybody.
Oh,
It's not who I wanted to be.
that's sad. I'm sorry, princess.
The tears on her cheeks vanish. She lifts her head, sorrow replaced with wrath, staring into you with fiery anger.
Then I guess you've turned me into
Ew.
something worse.
She forces her hand into your chest, and
You gonna
then...
kill us?
Yes? Nothing happens. Are you sure about that? Something should have happened. And yet it didn't. We're fine.
I'm not afraid of you.
Not yet. But let's see if you stay that way.
You can't be sure if you first hear or feel what happens next, but it is over before you can fully conceptualize what it is. The horrific splintering, the squelching of organs, the rending of tissue,
Did
and
she like
icy,
squeeze our
numbing
heart?
pain.
I'm done asking. The next time I see you, I'm taking everything I owed. Starting with your body. If you don't choose to give me my freedom, I'll just have to make you give it to me.
Oh, that's a
She's
different
real
ending.
now. If she's making us dead, we should return the favor. You swing your blade towards her briefly corporeal throat. It connects. A gash widens across her neck, glowing ectoplasm
I
leaking
didn't
from
think
the
we could
wound.
actually slay her.
But it's too little,
Oh,
too
why
late.
do we have a yellow
In
heart?
her hand, you realize she clutches your still beating heart.
I guess you kill me, I kill
It
you.
thumps. Did we get her? Even if we didn't, we've given her something to remember.
See you soon, killer.
I'm afraid you'll
See
never
you
know.
soon. Bye, princess.
As she crushes your precious organ in her hand, everything goes dark, and you die.
Ooh. Chapter 3. I wonder how she'll look now. It's really...
You're on a
Oh,
path in the
wow.
wood.
Okay, that
Here
is
we go again.
creepy.
Just like the deck's stacked, isn't it?
This
we
is
kill her, we
different
start
now.
again. She kills us as a goddamn ghost, we start again. I'm starting to think we're being run in circles just for the sake of it. Come on, let's not give in to all that misery just yet. There's got to be a way out of this. There's got to be a right answer. Yeah. And what if there isn't? Aren't you listening to me? What if all of this was rigged from the start?
It was.
That's ridiculous. There'd be no point in all this if it was just some kind of cosmic busy work. I think that's exactly what it is. The powers
I
that
wanna
be
see
seeing how
how
many
she
ways
looks
they
like
can screw
now.
with us. Could be it's all some kind of
I mean, she was a
sick
ghost
joke to
before.
them.
Is she gonna be a worse ghost? Creepier ghost?
Wouldn't that get, I don't know, boring? Okay, so you've already been here.
Yep.
Twice even. Great. Then let me poke a few holes in your depressing little theory. Nobody here is screwing with you, and I can't imagine any scenario where you would have started over after slaying the princess. Well, we didn't have to start over. We killed ourselves. And why, pray tell, did you do that? Because you decided to foist an infinite tedium on us. That doesn't sound like me. If I'd had everything my way, you would have effortlessly slain the princess, saved the world, and been given your happy ending.
But the happy ending isn't happy, narrator. Happy ending is bad.
The ending was the tedium. You locked us in a cabin,
Exactly.
sent that cabin to an endless void, and then you told us we were happy. Well, were you happy?
No, of course not. It's an endless void. Devoid of everything. Of course we're not happy.
Of course we weren't happy. That's why we killed ourselves. It was awful.
Yeah.
It was
Boring.
It was bullshit.
Oh,
So you
You're new.
killed yourself? Yes.
yes.
And then she
And
killed
then she killed us.
Even though she was already dead. This is all fake. Okay, let's try to get back on track. You're real. The princess
The
is
princess
real.
is not real.
The
She's a
world
ghost.
is real. The people in the world are real, and the danger she poses to all of them is also, quite unfortunately, real. Whatever you did the first time, it sounds like it almost worked. So how about you give it one last try? Because killing yourself seems to undo all the good you almost managed to accomplish. All this standing around and talking is boring. Let's at least do something. Maybe we'll kill her again. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll even free her.
Yeah, let's go. You the same narrator we met on the other
If I
loops?
had to make a wager, I'd say yes and no.
What do you mean yes and no?
That's a hedge, not a wager. I haven't met you, but you've clearly met me. It sounds to me like you're hopping between parallel realities, in which case the me you just met here is the same collection of experiences as the me you met at all of those other beginnings, but their continuity breaks the moment you say or do anything. in effect. So, yes, I'm the same me, but ever since the moment we started talking, I'm different. I'm not sure how we're supposed to kill him ourselves, but he's asking for it. Maybe there's some way she can take care of him.
Okay, you're creepy. We're
They've
not
clearly
killing the
all been
narrator.
through some harrowing experiences. Don't let their baggage influence your decisions. You have the ability to see things clearly. I suggest you use it.
We've killed her and we've been killed by her, and neither of those things have gone well for us. If we're going to fall through this loop forever, eventually we're going to let her out. We might as well do it now. No. What happens if we don't go to the cabin? That's another option.
Then she finds a way out on her own. Ugh, of course she
Or
does.
she does.
So, only we don't have to see her. That's gotta be better, right? No, it's strictly worse. But she can't kill us out here. Why would staying out of killing distance be worse if she's getting out regardless? Because it's cowardly, for starters. And because the unknown is always worse than the known. But really, all you're doing right now is weighing two considerably bad options. The only solution worth considering is slaying her, and whatever delusion is holding you back from doing that is just that, a delusion. If you already managed to end her in some other world, the only reason you'd be here is that you somehow managed to do it wrong. More rules, more rhetoric. Since when is there a wrong way to slay her? I'm sick of it. Makes me want to end the world out of spite.
Right, we could leave. What if we leave?
I'm begging you, don't do this. You're going to damn everything to oblivion. You have to do something. You can't just walk away. Yet
Watch
here we
me.
are, walking away despite your protestations. You can only bend the rules so much, huh? You can talk all you want, but you can't really do much of anything, can you? Ugh, fine. You walk down the path away from the cabin. For all our sakes that you change your mind before it's too late. Wait, something isn't right. Can you... What's going on? Where are we?
Are we in the void? Well, that
I
was
don't know.
fast.
That son of a bitch flipped over the table, didn't he?
Why are we in the void? The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by textured nothing. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Memory returns. There is a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. You already know what dwells in the empty spaces. Hi, are you taking me this time? Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You're no longer alone. Confusion. Why are you here? I am unfinished. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. It is useless to us if it doesn't bring more gifts. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. You must weave something new. A wagging finger. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation. Ooh.
You're on a
We went
path in the
back.
woods.
No, I want to load it. Yes. Go to the
You
cabin.
continue down the path towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out.
Even
See what
this
I
is
care.
different.
It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
Just enter the cabin.
The interior of the
Ooh.
cabin is long and dark.
Pretty.
A single narrow hallway
No
stretching
grate,
far
though.
into the distance. Curtains billow out
But
from
we
tall
can't kill it
windows on
'cause
either
there's no
side,
grate.
obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is... That's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's
There's a
strange
mirror.
is that there isn't
There's
much of
clearly
anything in
a
here at
mirror.
all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
It's probably inside the princess.
Great. Something else has been taken away from us. I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it? If you're asking what's at the end of the hallway, it's the way to the basement. The way to the basement. Don't you mean door? No, I didn't say door, because there isn't a door,
not
it's
a
just
door?
an opening. What are the
Weird.
odds she's waiting for us right behind it? If I were running a bullshit factory, it's what I'd do. Let me assure you that there's nothing there. Nothing is going to jump out at you, and certainly not the princess. The princess is in the basement.
How do you know?
He can't see the mirror. The knife is gone, defying his expectations. Who the hell is calling the shots here?
Probably the princess.
Nobody is calling the shots. That's how reality works.
Let's go.
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you.
No, we're going
Your
towards the
fraying
mirror.
nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward
Interesting.
towards the darkness at the end of the hallway.
Is she gonna be
You
worse than
can't shake
before?
that we've always been watched. You're watching us right now. Sometimes the feeling is just stronger than others. I feel like you're trying to put us on edge. We don't need all this anticipation. We just need this to be over. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
There's a mirror. I can see it. It's there.
Here we go. You reach your arm forward
Ooh.
into the pitch black of the opening.
Creepy.
Nothing. It's like this place read our mind just to mess with us.
What you looking at, killer?
Hi,
Staring
princess.
into the void, thinking about what it'd be like to die again. I know exactly how you feel.
Her voice is a little creepier.
Shit. Where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your
Oh
ankle.
no.
Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, your bones snap. Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it,
Oh, no.
collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met with
Oh,
a terrifying
ew.
visage
Hi,
of the
princess.
Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice,
sorry.
her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
But do you know how I feel? I gave you a path to forgiveness. I gave you a chance to make things right. I thought maybe you'd see what you've done and feel remorseful. Maybe try to make it up to me. But no, you'd rather use that knife to keep making the same mistake over and over
We
and
are a
over.
bird.
Even after I ripped your heart out, you still cut me. And for what? I didn't go anywhere. You didn't banish me. I'm right back here with you. A little better, a little
I
worse.
just, you know, harm for harm? I don't know.
Well, maybe a lot
Hi.
worse.
You're so creepy.
So, here's how this is going to go. I'm going to take your body, and I'm going to walk it out of here.
Okay.
And you get to watch me do it. Completely helpless.
Why'd you break
Just like
my
you
legs if
left
you're gonna
me.
use my body? That kind of defeats the purpose.
I say we let her
If
do
you want
it.
to walk out of here.
It's something different. Do we even have a choice? You always have a choice. Maybe before, but not now. There isn't a blade this time. Exactly. What choice is there if there isn't a blade? Well, unless you have any specific ideas. I think my vote's the only one that counts.
I never wanted to hurt you. I didn't even know how I got here. I'm a victim of all this too, you know? Wouldn't possessing me against my will make you no better than me? You don't have to be evil. You don't have to do this. Do you need to take my body? Can't they just open the door for you?
I don't think you get the magnitude of hatred that sits
Oh.
between us. You've broken more trust than I thought I had.
Right. Makes sense.
Oh, we're past the point of compromise. I'm taking your body, and there's nothing you can do to stop me.
Well, I killed you, you killed me. Water under the bridge,
And you
right?
think that's even? How adorable. But I think you forgot about the part where you tried killing me again.
Yeah, makes sense. That's kinda... I didn't... sorry?
If I were you, I would just want to get it over with. You lost your chance to call the shots. There's no going back to fix it now. You can either look on in horror or celebrate my freedom. But either way, you're about to become a passenger. Enough talking. We'll have plenty of time for chit-chat once this place is far behind us.
Oh.
You remain pinned to the
Oh,
floor of the long
oh,
hallway as the rest of the
oh.
princess's body emerges. Her proportions
Oh.
all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching
Come
yours,
right in,
her neck
princess.
cracking audibly as she
I
twists to
guess.
look at you from a fresh angle.
Oh.
Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this. You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. And whose fault is it there isn't a weapon here? Yours, I assume. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Whatever you did in those previous lives of yours, you really messed up.
Don't say I messed up. I didn't mess up. I tried to kill her, but then she turned all ghosty.
Are you seriously trying to blame this on us? Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul.
Come right in.
You're awake.
We have
Eyes
broken
once again
bones,
fixed on the
princess.
long hallway. Your vision
We have broken
so
bones,
cramped
princess.
in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out.
Ow. Okay, that
I
has to
know.
hurt. We're
You
walking on
rise to your
broken
feet,
legs,
though the pain
broken
in your
bones.
ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. There's another option, you know.
Killing?
Don't help either of them. Flip the table. That gap where the mirror was, I don't think it goes anywhere. Let's throw ourselves into the abyss. Your body, still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
The pain doesn't feel good. We have a broken leg. It hurts. Ooh. No. Yes. Wait. Yes. Let's throw her. Let's yeet.
In
Good.
a single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss.
You just did.
Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter. Enough is enough. I'm tired of us always losing. It's just a step away. You throw everything you have against her and manage, for one brief moment, to overpower the princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole.
I don't hate you, princess.
Her thought slips through you, unheeded, as you fall, and fall, and fall. What an end. But at least it's ours. An empire of frigid nothing. I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it. What happens now? I want to know what he thinks happens now. Oh, and why is that?
Oh, the narrator did leave. Did he just leave us here? Again, in the empty void.
He's gone. But
Again. Ooh, hi, princess. Terminal velocity ceases as you feel something, a mass, a growth, torn out of you, and the princess look at each other for a short moment.
What is happening in me?
Are you getting taken? Oh, you're getting taken. Okay. Bye-bye, princess. Well, I guess this is it,
Ignore
huh?
the cowards.
Hi, princess.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes.
Hello.
Whenever you are ready.
What do you think about this vessel?
This one is loneliness turned to seething. She could not find her strength in others, so she found it in herself. She will make for a driven heart.
She's bigger than the rest, isn't she? There's a lot more hands to support her.
Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
I guess that's it. I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Bye-bye. I guess that's it for now.
You're on a path in the
I am going to save. And I'm gonna end it here. Thank you for being with me and watching this little segment. I'm going to be annoying and ask you to like, comment, and subscribe to get your little angel wings. If you want to, no pressure, of course. But I will end it here. I'll come back, maybe get a few more endings. Because I want to see what happens when you get all the vessels. Maybe get some interesting princesses. But that'll be all for today. Thank you, and bye.